Hello, friends, and welcome to this week's Mindful Monday. I'm Daphne Lee. Today, we're going to be diving into a practice that's really important for all of us, but especially for those of us who are highly sensitive. As highly sensitive people, we often feel things more deeply. We tend to process our emotions more intensely. And we're also acutely aware of the world around us. And while all this sensitivity can be a really beautiful thing for us, it also comes with its own inherent challenges. And one of the biggest challenges can often be how we tend to treat ourselves, and especially in our own minds. So many of us are great at being compassionate towards others, and we naturally empathize with the struggles of the people around us. We'll offer kindness and understanding, often without hesitation. But then when it comes to ourselves, that same compassion can be harder to find. And instead of kindness, we can meet our own struggles with criticism, judgment, or even a somewhat relentless inner critic. So, why is self compassion so important? The way we treat ourselves directly impacts our emotional well being. And when we are hard on ourselves, it amplifies feelings of fear, anxiety, shame, guilt, and then we can become trapped in these cycles of self criticism that then only deepen our own suffering. But when we practice self compassion, when we treat ourselves with the same kindness we would offer to a loved one, for example, then we start to soften. We allow space for our difficult emotions, and in doing so, we can actually start to heal. So, self compassion isn't about letting ourselves off the hook or avoiding responsibility, but it's about acknowledging that we are human, that we are doing the best we can, and that we deserve the same care and understanding that we often so readily offer to others. So, for highly sensitive people, this practice can really kind of be life changing for us. It helps us navigate our intense emotions with greater ease. It can really reduce the harshness of our inner critic. And then it allows us to embrace all the parts of ourselves, both the light and the shadow parts. So, as we move into today's practice, I invite you to really approach this with a sense of curiosity and of gentleness. And you might find that it's difficult at times, and that's okay. And just simply be with whatever arises for you and allow yourself to hold space for your own heart, for your own self, just as you would for someone that you love. So let's get started with today's practice. Hmm. So just allow your attention to settle into your body. Find a comfortable position where you can have a nice, open, upright posture while also relaxing. And you might want to close your eyes, or you can just take a very soft downward gaze. And let's take 3 deep breaths together in through the nose and out through the mouth. So, inhaling deeply through your nose, and then release the breath out through the mouth. And repeat again, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And one last time, deep breath in through your nose. Release the breath out through the mouth. Now just allow your breathing to flow naturally and begin to notice the physical sensations that are present in your body. So slowly scan your attention from the top of your head all the way down through the different parts of your body, going at your own pace. Simply notice any sensations present in your body, and you might even be able to label them as you go along. Now, as you continue to observe whatever's present in the physical body, you might notice thoughts arising in your mind. And you can even ask yourself, what is happening inside of me right now? And just notice whatever stories are present. What thoughts and stories are your mind telling you right now about your present experience? You might even notice what your mind is telling you about what is going on in the world or about who you are as a person. And just see if there's judgment or a desire to change your experience. Or are you able to let it all be there simply as it is? Perhaps see if you can use your in and out breaths to surrender to what is here without trying to push anything away or to change it. So simply noticing how it feels to drop into your present experience and to let it be, to allow it, and simply sit with that feeling for a moment. When we allow all parts of ourselves to be present, we can actually start to embrace both the dark and the light. We can hold love and fear together and know that all these emotions, all aspects, all parts of ourselves contribute towards our reality and they have a right to be here. And so we'll continue to bring more non judgmental awareness to our experience. See if you can notice what is calling for your attention the most, and just be curious about it. And see if you can communicate with whatever is present for you and to ask what is needed, what is calling for your attention, what wants to be seen or to be known, and see what arises. And notice if the sensations, thoughts, or feelings shift as you explore everything with an attitude of non judgmental openness. And perhaps you might even notice a space emerge between your thoughts, between the emotions, the sensations, like there is an expansion taking place. And now we're going to practice opening our hearts even more fully by offering compassion and sending this unconditional, loving, and compassionate energy to whatever is present in us right now. And if it feels difficult to offer yourself this compassion, bring to mind a loving being, perhaps a spiritual figure, a family member, a friend, or even an element of nature. And imagine that energy, that wisdom flowing into you, that loving compassion coming into you. And if there is a particular sensation in your body that is calling for your attention, you might even place your hand on this part of your body now. And just imagine that compassion, that non judgmental, loving energy flowing into you. And now tell yourself, I care for my emotions. I care for how I feel. And if those emotions or feelings are ones of struggle, tell yourself, I care for all that is difficult right now. And simply allow your heart, your body, and your mind to soften in this process. I care for my emotions. I care for how I feel. I accept all that is present in me right now. And say to yourself, even if things are difficult right now, what can I do to care for and accept myself? Now take a moment to thank all the feelings, all the emotions, sensations, and experiences that are present in you. And just notice again what is present in your body. Has anything shifted or changed in this process? And now, to gently bring this practice to a close, take another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the practice, and I will see you next time.